Hello guys, welcome to my channel. It's still your baby girl Gloria, and today I've got someone so special. I know you know her already, and in case you don't know, we've got someone special, like a big time YouTuber. If you say YouTuber, those are the YouTubers. If you don't know her, just run to her channel. I'm going to be leaving the link to her YouTube channel in the description box. It's important that you follow her because I'm sure you come back to thank me. So I'm going to be leaving her to introduce herself because today we're going to be talking about buying house in the UK. I live in Scotland. She lives in England, and I've watched a few of her videos. She's doing a very great job. And buying house, I think her process is a bit different from mine. So I'll just be asking her a few questions so to encourage you so that you can start making that money and go for it. So we're going to be deciding if we're going to be buying houses or we're going to be renting. I'll just leave her to introduce herself. So please, you're welcome to the floor. Yeah, please
Hey
introduce yourself
guys,
to us.
hey guys, hey glorious people. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Gloria, for having me. My name is Tochi, and I live in England with my family. I have a YouTube channel, and yeah, my channel name is Tochi Esther, as you can see on the screen. So yeah, that's basically it.
Thank you so much for coming. So,
Thank you.
yes. So my first question to you is between buying houses and renting, which do you think is better? Which will you advise someone who is not a citizen, someone who is a foreigner like myself? Which do you think is better, to buy or to rent?
Wow. Well, I would say that buying a house is better because you can't, like, it's really better. I know when you have your own thing. Just imagine when you're borrowing something and when it's yours. So when it's yours, it's better. You have that peace of mind and you're happy that you're just, you see, you can't compare. There are so many advantages of buying your own house. Yes, there are good, we have the good side and the downsides. I think I just recently shared that on my channel, but generally I would say that buying a house is better than renting.
Good, right.
Yeah.
So do you think visa holders, because I don't know if you've got your citizenship, but I can guess that you don't. But do you think visa holders can are allowed to buy houses in the UK, or you need to be a visa permanent resident, or you need to be a citizen to be able to be entitled or eligible to buy houses in the UK?
No, anybody can buy a house in the UK, basically. From our process, from our journey, anybody, because the truth is that buying a house is not really a big deal. Our friends here, almost everybody we know have bought their own houses, and they're all in the UK like 2 years, 3 years. None of them have their permanent residency. So basically, so long as you have a job, a steady job with a steady income in the UK, so either you have a job that shows that you can pay back your mortgage, or you have the cash to buy a house in the UK. That's all you need. It's not like it's one big thing that no. It's money. So long as you have money, cash, you can buy your house, or you have a steady income and can prove that you can pay back your mortgage every month. That's all.
Good, right. Do you think applying as a single or married, which do you think is more what do you think is the benefits? Because I remember when I tried, I attempted to get a house in Scotland. And although I had a very different experience, when I was trying to apply alone, because I wanted to compare how it works, and I then tried to apply with my husband. So they did the estimate for both of us, and I could see a very big difference. So do you think singles as well who are not are they allowed, and what is the difference between you applying as a partner or as a married person?
All right, for singles, it just depends on your affordability, how much you can afford. So most times it's easier if the income of the both parties are compared or put together. It makes the affordability a bit it makes it easier and puts it on the high side. You can afford the house. So imagine like two heads are better than one. So except for the single ones, you can afford it, you have a good high paying job, and well, like I said, it depends on what you're going for. So as a single person, if you can afford maybe a two bed, you can go for it. But it will make it easier if you make your affordability to be on to increase if you guys are two. So that way you can afford to get a higher or a bigger house. So you can afford to get a three-bed house or a four-bed house or even a five-bed house if the income of the two parties are combined. If you get what I mean. So it's basically
Yes.
what a single person can afford will be maybe smaller compared to what the two parties can afford. Of course, you know that two heads are better than one. So it's way easier if the two parties combine their both income. It makes their affordability to increase. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. So how long will you say was the process between the time you started, like, okay, now we're getting this house, from the time you started, like, to maybe apply for finance or mortgage and meeting maybe advisor, and from the beginning to the end, how long will you say it took? Was it months, years, weeks, please?
Oh, it's not a long process. Like I said in the beginning, yeah. If you want to buy something and you have the cash, you go to the market. All you have to do is just look at what you want to buy, pick it up, make your payment, and go and take your thing home. Right? It's the same thing. If you have your money, your deposit handy, go out, look for a house. Once you discuss with the agents and the development, right, the administrators or whoever you meet there, if you are going for a new build, because in our case we bought a new house. So once you discuss all that, you get a mortgage advisor and you pay your deposits, you get a lawyer, a solicitor. That's it. Your house is ready. Like I think in our case, from when we started, in less than 6 months, we had signed and sealed everything. Our plot was reserved for us. I think we just paid the deposit money. The plot was we paid £500 to reserve the plot. And once it's done, that is done. The house is yours. You now begin the process of maybe of you're getting a mortgage advisor. In fact, even before you go to a house to view it, make sure you get a mortgage advisor. Once he comes into the picture, he will start making unnecessary arrangements for you, writing to banks. He will, of course, he will ask for all your documents to be sure that you can afford it. He will ask for all your documents, give you the necessary advice, and then that's it. You just start the process and you just have your money, be credible enough, and that's it. Go get the house. So it doesn't take
So
long.
okay, all right.
So the only
So
thing you
you've
have to
almost
wait for if you're going for a new build is for your house to be completed. So they will give you
yes.
a time frame. So they will tell you, okay, your house will be ready in July, your house will be ready in August. They'll just give you a time frame for when the house will be ready. And if peradventure is not ready at the time they gave you, they'll still write to you and tell you, okay, sorry, there was a delay in this or that. It will give you another time frame that the house should be ready. And that's it. It's not a big deal.
Right. So you've almost gone into, like, my next two questions. Will you advise buying a new house or already built old house? Because I've heard people say, oh no, don't go for new buildings because they just use whatever material. Go for the old ones. And I've got people who have told me, no, don't go for old ones because then you need to do a lot of renovation. You don't know what has been done. They are too old. So will you say you've enjoyed going for a new build, and is there any regret? Like, which will you advise if you're going to do it all over again? Will you want to go for a new build or old build?
Well, it depends on the circumstance, and everything is all about choice. My preference is different from another person's preference. Yeah, it just depends on what you want. If you find, for instance, if I get a good old build that I'm looking for, I see a house and I like it and it's good for me, I'll go for it. And if I see a new build in future and I want to buy more another house, I will go for it. So it just depends on the circumstance. And for me, I would say I'm enjoying my house. Of course, it's a new house and you tend to discover some things when you move in, but the development is always there. There are helplines that you can always call for them to come fix whatever it is you notice in your house. If you call them, they'll just come and fix it. And for old houses, I don't know. I don't know, honestly, because you have to fix a whole lot of things. But everything in a new house is new, brand new. You're the first that'll be using everything for the first time. Sometimes you might be
Okay.
doing promos and welcoming people to the house. Like, for instance, when we bought, right, people that bought like 2 months before us bought about £5,000 cheaper and got
Oh,
like some things that we didn't get. Like they got the flooring of their house, which we spent about 2,000 something to fix, and some other things that they got that we didn't get just because they came earlier or 2 months just before we came. They bought it at cheaper price and all that, and then we also got some things that people that came after us didn't get. So you tend to
okay.
enjoy all these things because, of course, customer service, they want to treat you right. It's their first time doing business. Maybe it might be the development it might be their first time in your area or your city, and they just want to treat you right and do some things that you won't get for old houses. Old houses might just be somebody who wants to sell his or her house, and he will sell it off, and that's it. So whatever you see, whatever that is there, you fix it by yourself. But with this is development, you have people to call, they have workers, they have channels in place that you can always call to fix anything in your house and things like that. So it just depends, right? But people say old houses have like maybe bigger rooms, is stronger, is it's see, you can't have it all. So just go for whatever, which anyone you, if you see a good house, an old house that you like, go for it. If you see a new house that you like, go for it. That's it.
Okay. One other concern lots of people have, even including myself, which I've tried to research, is we are not from here. Some of us, or most of our viewers, let's say, they're not here. They're not from here. When you decide to retire back home or you decide to move country, what happens to your property? Are you able to rent it? Are you able to resell, or do you just lose it? So what happens after now, after here? Like when you decide to go back home one day, so what happens to your property?
It's your property. Okay, you have a car and you want to go back to your home country. What happens to the car? You can sell it, right? It's your property. So the same thing with a house. It's a property. You can always sell. You can sell it. You can leave it for your children. So, one of the advantages of having your own house, in fact, I've discussed, like I said, I discussed all that in details on my channel. If you want to know how to buy a house from beginning to the end, all the videos are there, right? Is you're building wealth. Having a house, when you buy a house, yeah, you're building wealth for your children. If you look at the Asians in the UK, you can hardly find Asians renting houses in the UK. They all buy houses, and then their children and their families, all of them are there. So that's why they're able to build a strong community anywhere you see them. I heard it's even so in America for them as well. So that's how it is. It's your house, and somehow it's for your children now as well. So if you decide that you don't want to stay in England anymore, you're leaving the UK. Your kids would have it. It's their house. And then if they don't want it, maybe it's small for them. Maybe tomorrow they grow up and they don't like the house anymore. They can sell and use the money for something else. It's your property. Nobody will take it away from you, especially after you've repaid your mortgage and all that. It's your property. You can do whatever you want to do with it. You can decide to rent it out, you can decide to sell it. Anything you want to do, you can decide to do with your property.
Thank you.
So
And the last one, because I know the time is going, just list like quickly. If you want the full data, go to her channel. Like she's done videos on how to buy properties. Just list the process, like just if you can remember, whatever you remember just from the beginning, just kindly just list the process. And so we have a rough idea of what to expect if we decide to go into buying properties in the UK, please.
so first of all, build your credit score, right? Build your credit score. That's it. Number two, have a plan. Set a goal for yourself. Tell yourself, I want to own a house in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year. Then start saving towards it. Save your deposit. In fact, I would advise now, go around your area, look at what's how you don't even need to go around. Check online, everything is online. Check on Google what's how the price of houses in your area. So you have an idea of how much you should save as your deposit. If it's 10% you want, if it's 5% you want, it depends on what is attainable in your area, right? Save up your deposit and start saving. If you we use money box to save. I explained all about that. You can There are so many apps that you can use to save money. If you don't want to go that route, you can be saving. If you have two accounts, be saving money in the next account. So you can tell yourself every Monday morning, every Tuesday morning, I want to save £20 for my house. I want to save £50 for my house. Set a target and start doing it. £200. Sometimes you might even exceed it. You guys know how these things are. Sometimes you set a goal and you start small, and with time, discover that you start sending even higher amount every month. So, like I started with £20 every Monday morning. I set up a direct debit. £20 leave my account every day, every Monday morning into the savings for the house. And with time, we increased it, and that was how we kept increasing it till we, meet our target. So set a target for yourself. Tell yourself, I want to be able to raise £10,000 in 6 months. I want to be able to raise £20,000 in 6 months. You can do that with your spouse as well. And with that, you're good to go. Once your deposit is ready, or once you are close to meeting your target, start looking out for houses, look out for mortgage advisors, go for house viewings, start seeing house. Maybe when you even see houses and how beautiful they are, you'll be motivated to own your own house. Yeah. Look out for what you want. It's not a big deal. You can do it. All you have to do is just plan and discipline yourself. Because in the UK, discover that there are bills to pay, lots of responsibilities, and if you're not careful enough, you might not have any savings at the end of the day. So you have to be disciplined and tell yourself, I want to do this. This is something I want to do. Give yourself 6 months, give yourself 1 year. Just set a target for yourself and you will achieve it.
Thank you so much for coming. Sincerely speaking, is really a very good thing because I researched in my last property. I actually went forward to reaching that property. My last property, I was paying 720 for that 3 bedroom, and then I went to research how much my landlord. I was being busy. How much my landlord was paying per month. She was paying 440 on mortgage. So that means I was paying her mortgage and her feeding for the month.
And still dashing
Every
her
month,
money. Yeah.
I was actually her money. So it's a very good thing if you want it, if you can afford it, go for it. You've heard it from someone who is more experienced than me. Thank you so much, Tochi, for coming to my channel. I
Thank
hope
you
this
for
has been.
having me.
Thank you
Thank
so
you. So,
much.
guys, you guys should buy a house. Black people need
Yes.
to start buying houses. We need to be homeowners in the UK. Yeah, we
Yes.
need to do that.
Mm.
People that know
Yes.
about it are really doing well. So we is a way of building wealth. So we need to do more. Because you're just, like she said, you're just dashing your landlord money,
Yeah.
or repaying his or her mortgage back. But if it's your own house, you know that you're paying yourself basically. But for rent, when you pay rent, it's gone and gone forever. You will never account or see that money again. But if you're paying for your mortgage, you're paying yourself.
Yes.
So just sit like that.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. That's really helpful. Thank you. And please remember to go to her channel. I told you, you will not regret. Thank you so much for coming and
Thank you for
hope to see you
having me,
again.
guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And that's the end. Thank you. Bye.